What's going on to all of my Cancer crabs? Let's get into it. So you have the Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Tower, the Emperor, the Fool, the Strength card, the Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and last but not least, you have the Ten of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for you Cancer crabs, getting some gum. What I'm seeing here for you Cancer crabs is you Cancer crabs are in a situation, right, where so the Seven of Swords is you have someone who just tried to come to you on some trying to be disrespectful to you, or trying to, how do I say this, trying to show up a little bit too quickly and try to tell you how to do things. They're supposed to be in a relationship with you, but instead of doing that, they treating you like you're less than or you're secondary. Three of Pentacles is, but at the same time, what they're not telling you is, or maybe you know, is that the person that you're getting to know right now, they were in a relationship dynamic where it was more than just two people. The Tower is, and the way that it ended was they just basically couldn't take it anymore, and they told the person, look, they didn't want to be in this relationship, and these people didn't want to hear any of that. They didn't care what they had to say. So what happened? The person fled. The person ran away. The person got themselves out of the relationship. It was like, all right, since you don't want to stop it, seeing other people, because I'm not built for it, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to leave. That's how they're flipping it. But now they're coming at you, talking to you, and you're trying to find out their history. What exactly is going on with them? The Emperor is about you sitting back and just listening to the type of things that they have to say to you as you asking them questions. And you're evaluating the things that they have to say to listen, to understand if it's them telling you the truth, or if it's them basically BSing with you. And then you have the Fool, right? The Fool represents here that, yeah, you have an option to get with them or not, but they're in a situation right now where, you know, I'll say this though. I'll say that they don't want to make the first move with you, because really the Fool represents, it really represents the both of you. The Fool represents them thinking that they have all these options, or trying to make it look that way. And then the Fool also represents you actually having the options to not get with them, to not be with them. The Strength over here represents, you know, they may be putting on a little bit too much though. Because like I said before, me think thou art protest too much, where if they really have all these options, you know, they playing the game right now, but ego is very important to a lot of people, and overabundance of ego is very important. And a lot of times people take things too personally, and they got to understand that their emotions don't matter as much as they think it does. You know what I'm saying? And once they're able to understand that, then they're able to really take a look at the bigger picture. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand the bigger picture. What you have is, unfortunately, you have a lot of people who out here, like I said, they're still playing the games. you know, they're still running game, Cancer, you know, trying to get their way. And it's like, okay, what, you know, well, but that's my point though. Like, what can they do to you, Cancers, though? You know, what can you possibly tell somebody who doesn't care to lose it all? You know what I mean? Like, what the so the thing is that the Nine of Cups now represents you, but it also represents them too. See, a lot of the stuff, y'all two are essentially mirroring each other, but you're doing it for two different causes, right? You're doing it because you understand that they're the ones coming to you with all this excessive baggage, and you want them to since they got themselves, since they just was okay being in a relationship where it may have been more than one people or person in the picture. A lot of you Cancers are thinking from the perspective of, well, why can't they seem to come to me then? Because they was cool with everything else. So why now all of a sudden they have all these false standards? And they're acting like that with you because they want to see if you like them. So they want you to come approach them first and do the chasing first. The Six of Wands represents here, the Six of Wands, um, the Knight of Cups. The Six of Wands and the Knight of Cups represents you really kind of giving them a window, like, okay, if they don't put in an effort and do this, I don't care. I'm gonna move forward with my life. I don't care. It is what it is. You know? And then you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups represents them being in a situation where you're about to finish it, you're about to end it, you're about to not even talk to them anymore, rock with them, because you know nobody wants to make a move, nobody wants to budge. You Cancer crabs are like, you'll sooner end what you could have had before you make the first move. Okay. I mean, you know, okay. You know, there's the Ten of Cups right here, being fulfilled with however the relationship ends up. And the way that it's looking, it looks like the relationship will never actually um, become actualized. It's just something where the two of you may physically like each other, think of each other as attractive and all that stuff, but you're not necessarily really going to be in a relationship with this person. Because again, you Cancer crabs don't want to budge, and neither do they. But for two different causes, though, you Cancer crabs, right? Because the both of you have a sense of value, but you Cancer crabs are like, I've been through too much or whatever. I'm not gonna be the one to make the first move, right? This is you as the emperor, and this is them as I ain't gonna even say that. This is them as the strength, where they're like, well, I'm not gonna necessarily make the first move because you need to show me that you into me before I budge. Well, that's BS. You know what I mean? Somebody that look, the reality of it is, and this is something that kind of shows people's hands to be whether they're cowards or not, truth be told, is that everybody got to take some form of a risk. Everybody, you know what I mean? Somebody essentially is going to experience uncomfortability at some point. Everyone is, without exception, right? So a lot of people, like I said, that's one of the things that makes it trash, because a lot of people in the dating pool, you know, they have an inflated sense of ego. You know what I mean? Because everybody has an ego, but to what extent? And can the person keep their own ego in check to where they can manage it to where it doesn't get out of control? And this is the kind of games or the struggle that a lot of you are in. It's the ego game right now. And you know, you cancer crabs can most definitely win that battle, considering the fact that, a lot of y'all can be patient. But at the same time, though, is that really a battle or an endeavor or something that you would want to do, right? Because it's almost like getting the biggest jerk trophy, It's almost like I said, it's almost like getting the biggest jerk trophy. It's like, why would you want to get that type of a trophy? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Because there's certain times you're supposed to stand up for yourself, but then there's other times where you just like, too caught up in your own ways to get out of your own way sometimes. That's the situation. So let's clarify the 10 of Cups. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups. The King of Pentacles, the Star, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, this is very interesting, right? The King of Pentacles and the Star card, you may want better than this person. And you may want, and you Cancer crabs want to know if this person is capable of more than the dysfunctional stuff that they into right now. You want to know if there's some sort of potential with them, and if this relationship is going to get better before you decide to really get serious with these people. And what it is that a lot of you Cancer crabs don't like is, you don't like the fact that this person is almost like, this person is trashy. This person is very dysfunctional. They allowed themselves to be in a multi partner relationship, and they was okay with that for a little while. But then now they have these standards. Now, to be fair about this, there's a such thing as making mistakes and wanting to learn from it, right? But it just depends on, and this is like I keep saying, because a lot, people don't. I feel like people don't really understand the depths of what it is I'm trying to say in these videos, because they give in to temptation and ego, and the ego corrupts them and stuff like this. And to a certain extent, it may be their lot in life to learn from these situations. But don't just keep doing these types of interactions and claim that you want to change your situation and then never actually do. The situation with this is that this is, to be fair about this, this is why it is that you want to essentially keep yourself clean. And what I mean by that is, don't allow yourself to be corrupted by this type of temptation out here, because to be fair, this person should have the ability to learn from their mistakes and understand that certain things didn't go the way that they wanted it to, and that they thought that they could change this person, or they made an attempt to change this person because they wanted to see if the relationship had any kind of potential where it was going to go anywhere. And when they realized that it wasn't and they got out, that's when they decided to course correct. Now, I will say that their course correct is very dysfunctional in that regard, because they may have done so much stuff to the point where they've lowered their value. And this is the importance of why it is that one doesn't really put themselves in these types of situations at all, and why it is that one must practice restraint. But a lot of times you start talking about restraint and stuff like this, people ain't trying to hear all that. Well, what a lot of people don't understand is, especially in today's era, the modern day context, modernity is, What a lot of people don't understand is that restraint is the answer to a lot of the problems. But if you don't want to exercise that because your ego is in control and this, that, and the third, then you got yourself a serious problem, regardless of whoever it is. And then you have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles is, so this is about you, Cancer crabs, wanting to move forward, but you know, or I should say, this person wanting to move forward. Well, the two of you wanting to move forward, but you shouldn't be with each other because the two of you have too much control issues. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. The two of you have too much control issues where you want to be free. I ain't gonna say free, but yeah, you want to be free in the sense that you want people to know you you want what you want. You want you want your space, but at the same time, you want a relationship. You don't want to live with the person. You don't want the person all up in your grill 24 hours a day. You sleep right next to the person. You know what I'm saying? When the two of you go to bed, go to sleep, all that good stuff at night. You don't want to wake up with the person, just constantly around the person the majority of the time, every single day. You still want that ability to kind of miss the person because the person has their own place to stay. And what this person wants is, this person wants essentially, they want repetition. And that's where things can end up having a difficult time. Because a lot of times people think that Cancer crabs is a homebody, and very much so. Cancer crab is a homebody. However, Cancer crabs is very much so a traveler too. And the way that Cancer crabs travel is, Cancer crabs travel to bring stuff back to the home. But just like Pisces, right? And this is something I realized that Cancer crabs and Pisces have. They need to leave the home, like Capricorn, Aquarius, yeah, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius. You need to leave the home to explore what's going on out there. I mean, every zodiac sign has this within them, but some more powerfully than others. You know what I'm saying? Gemini can more so be in a home. You know what I'm saying? Kind of make their own home, their wonder world. Their wonderland, their never land. Right? Shout outs to Michael Jackson. But at the same time, you, Cancer crabs, need to leave the home in order for you to feel satisfied. So the thing is that the two of you are really caught up with what it is that you want. Now to clarify the strength card here, kind of bring everything home, right? You have this person has the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, the Judgment, and the Queen of Cups. These four cards here. So this person, like, again, isn't willing to budge. Their ego is too big. You know, this person isn't willing to budge. They want you to show them that. You like them. The Queen of Swords and the Judgment is that they're willing to not talk to you also, and let the potential relationship dissolve just like that. The Queen of Cups, they want you to come on in, but they're not going to admit that. So now we got ourselves a little situation here, or a big situation. But that was the reading, yo. Two people, you and this other person, who want and like each other, but unwilling to make a move. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get this YouTube channel to 3,500 subscribers by the end of January. I actually have 3,300 subscribers now. Appreciate all the love, appreciate the attention. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace. Appreciate y'all.